I'm Roger Betancourt from Laredo, Texas.
I'm Amber Betancourt, also Laredo, Texas.
And behind us is our 2013 JK, the Mudbug.
We are
We're
at King of the Hammers 2024.
My 2013 JK, it's got a stock engine, 3.6 liter Pentastar. It's got a 5.5 long arm suspension. And it's a sport, but we added lockers front and back, and we swapped the front from a Dana 30 to a Dana 44.
Well, unfortunately, my rig is not here on site today. It's back in Laredo, Texas. It's waiting for me to get home. It's a '05 TJ Rubicon. It's built to the max, front and rear bumpers, 6-inch lift, 37-inch tires, 513 gears, factory e-lockers front and rear. It's just ready to roll. It needs to be here, not there.
Yeah, we both have Jeeps. We love wheeling together. At first, she started as my passenger, and we started taking out new people out to the trails, and I got stuck guiding and helping people way ahead of the trail, and she ended up having to move my rig a lot of the times, and eventually she got tired of it, and she ended up telling me, like, I want my own rig, and it was great because now we go out wheeling together.
Wheeling, it's something that I had done as a younger, like a teenager growing up. I used to be involved with the ATVs, mud trucks. So it felt natural.
I have the 44 Dana 44 ball joint delete system, and I love them. I use them daily, my daily driver, and weekend warrior. And to me, it was something that I needed it because having bigger tires, more wear and tear on the ball joints, and having to replace them, press them out, and it's just a lot of hassle. And with this, you just add the cone in there, and then you add all the other parts in it. I mean, they're rebuildable, and they're strong, and they're pretty much will last a lifetime. To me, 100%, I love them. So when she told me about the death wobble, first thing that came to mind was ball joint deletes. We had already looked at every single part of that Jeep, and the only thing we had in touch was the ball joints, and we discovered that was a culprit. So I wanted something that was safe for her, something that I wasn't gonna be worried about it happening again. And of course, since we wheel together, I want to make sure that she has a rig that is capable, and that I'm not gonna be worried about breaking out there in the trails. That she might be able to get me out if something happens to me, and we help each other out on the trails. I've had my ball joint for about 2 years. We first put it on ours, and the death wobble happened on my wife's. And that's when we moved on to. We said, hey, you know what? Let's do her with the same with the same ball joint system. And to me, I haven't had any problems at all. I love him. I beat him. On the weekends, I've taken it to Wolf Cave's K2, Stillwater Ranch, and I mean, performed awesome. No worries.
My rig was mostly built to be like a middle intermediate kind of guy where I could get it out to the harder stuff if I wanted to, but I use it for daily driving. I use it to guide the 101s. Simple stuff. I can go mild to wild. That's for what I usually would use it for, but I like to stay more even with it because I love my Jeep. I'm not ready to dump it just yet, so
Even though sometimes I drag her out
yeah.
to the bad stuff.
Yeah, he puts me through my paces sometimes. I love it all, but he's more wild than me. Well, I'll let him talk about that.
I've taken my ball joint, my trail with my ball joint deletes almost everywhere. We're now here at Johnson Valley, and I've taken it to some high speed here in a little bit through some whoops, and I'm still having to go back to the Airbnb, and take the road. So I go out here, go on the road, no problems. In Texas, we've gone to K2, Wolf Caves, Marble Falls, Stillwater, and if you're familiar with those places, it's K2 is called Moab of Texas. So there's a lot of big rocks, a lot of good big rock crawling. From mild to wild, I think I would say maybe from 1 to 5, 4, 1 to 10, maybe an 8. And red trails, definitely not the buggies, but if you're familiar with some of those ratings, red trails for sure, I've taken it on it, yellow and red.
What I really love about running the American Iron ball joints delete system is that I can go out wheeling, beat the heck out of it, and then just drive it home in confidence knowing that I'm gonna get there safely. The same way I went is the way I'm gonna go home.